So just to let you guys know right up front that this entire video is just me reading through all of the lore that V's computer is apparently chock full of. So if you are more of a person who would prefer to just jump right in to the action instead of listening to me go through all of the lore, then by all means feel free to just skip over to the next video. Trust me, you're not going to hurt my feelings. But if you are new to this world and you would like to discover and learn more about Cyberpunk, the Cyberpunk 2077 lore along with me, I would love to have you. Messages, files, the net. Messages. Vacation with the stars. From the Crystal Palace, unbeatable offers. To Encrypted. Have you been to Thailand, Morocco, and Alaska more times than you can count? Looking for an adventure that isn't just another tour around Europe? Do you want to see how the world's biggest film and braindance stars relax the party? Braindance. I know that's a thing. I just don't know what braindance is. Do you want to see the stars among the stars? Now you can. The Crystal Palace is offering a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to book an Earth View apartment along with a cosmically gargantuan selection of vouchers for any of our award-winning restaurants. Ooh, I'm a big foodie. And casino comps to get Lady Luck on your side early. And don't worry, we do everything to assure your stay is heavenly, but your bill isn't astronomical. I like that. Previous week's results from Quantified Satori to V. Your biodata indicators are reading abnormally. High levels of cortisol, catecholamine, and adrenaline persist from previous results. Hormone blocker usage is prescribed for only 2 weeks before requiring a baseline reset, but your usage has continued beyond 3 weeks. Recommendation: meet with your trainer to prepare a recovery plan. Post-mortem Operation Wormy Apple from Arasaka Departments of Analytics, Night City to V. The meeting of the Department of Operational Oversight Committee finds as follows regarding Operation Wormy Apple. The operation was executed without following proper procedure, thus putting agents' lives and, more importantly, company reputation in jeopardy. The operation's success is due solely to the fact that Petrochem committed errors which proved more costly than our own. All personnel involved in planning the operation will be subject to internal audit. We find the death of the Prague contact caused toxin-induced cardiac arrest, a direct result of poor planning. Required action: investigate all stages of operation planning from reconnaissance to implementation with the aim of isolating irregularities in procedure and or judgment. New space. From Administration Bulletin to Arasaka Night City, we are pleased to announce the opening of a new space in our Night City headquarters. Our scientists have meticulously curated authentic rainforest flora and fauna in designing our very own experimental, self-sustaining ecosystem. More details coming soon. Report Summary NUSA. After assessing data collected from contact reports in Utah, Nevada, Arizona, and Montana, we did not confirm any active NUSA efforts against Arasaka assets or operations in federal territories. However, the same conclusion cannot be drawn regarding potential threats from Militech. Although the corporation has obvious close ties to the NUSA government, we are unable to obtain valuable intel due to much tighter control on internal procedure and information flows. We must rely on unconfirmed circumstantial evidence obtained by our own field agents for the time being. Conclusion: further human gathering required. Current data are circumstantial and do not allow for indisputable conclusions. Okay. On the net. What can I do on the net? Arasaka Internet. Oh my. There's a lot to read through. Profile: Superior Arthur Jenkins. So I'm employer Arasaka Corporation, employee number, that's me, NC770416, name V, counterintelligence. Position: I'm an agent. Trauma team. Superior is Arthur Jenkins. Training: creating and maintaining intelligent networks, establishing defense of corporate assets in the event of armed conflict, crisis impact analysis, employee evaluation. Over a 2-year period of active duty, the agent has completed 6 defensive and 5 offensive operations. Areas of proficiency: identifying corporate espionage, Operation Ichiban, human intelligence, Operation Gambit, and Prague MT. Time tracker. Urgent. In order to adjust logged hours in Time Tracker, contact the accounting department. All absences must be submitted and accounted for with evidence attached. Mission report. Description. A full reconnaissance was executed on Arasaka factory premises in the district of Watson. Agent V tracked and intercepted a spy from Baskin Undercover Incorporated. During the operation, 3 Class H workers were killed. The spy is suspected to have been acting upon Militech's orders. Mission status, completed, success. Go V. Employee evaluation. Agent V exhibits a high degree of personal initiative and has proven himself an effective autonomous operative. Albeit difficult to control as a clever and ambitious individual, Agent V is suited to working in the field. Moreover, Agent V is committed to completing her assignments and fulfill an appropriate amount of overtime. He does not display any signs of disloyalty against Arasaka. Why did it go from her? The pronouns changed. He goes from her to he. He has proven himself, and then it says Agent V is committed to completing her assignments. Oh, her is in one of her superiors? Agent V is working in the field. Moreover, Agent V is completing her assignments and fulfilled an appropriate amount of overtime. Okay, well, I don't know. Guess exit? Oh no, wait. There's more stuff on the computer. Concave Plaza. Hotel, news, careers, luxury, splendor, discretion. Our hotel boasts 80 floors, 420 rooms, and 20 conference halls. Our top floor penthouse is reserved for VIP guests. Our guests have a range of 24-hour facilities at their disposal: a fully stocked bar, art gallery, sauna and swimming pool, gym, massage parlor, and other attractions on the ground floor and sublevels. Oh, Konpeki. I'm making a trip to Konpeki Plaza. We wholeheartedly encourage you to apply for all of our service openings. Our hotel was recently graced by the presence of Xiaohan Ling, one of the board members of Kong Tao. Mrs. Ling stayed with us for almost an entire week. She described her stay at the media as captivating. We're so humbled. Coming soon, 15% discount for 3 days in one Kopeki Plaza. Don't wait, this is your chance to experience true luxury, Night City style. Good news for regulars, we've opened the new Brain Dance Parlor on level 3, where you can watch the latest hits, cult classics, and much, much more. Must be 18 years or old to enter. Careers. Konpeki Plaza is famous for its top-quality service. Our guests can expect the highest level of professionalism and discretion from our employees. Accordingly, prospective employees must have above-average looks, so that's me, speak at least 4 languages, including English and Japanese. Wow, that's pretty ambitious. Be in good physical condition. Be prepared to install 4th-generation implants across their entire body. Refunded in case of termination of contract. If you fill all requirements, write us at ncity.recruitment@konpekiplaza.corp. Okay. Trauma Team International Medical Services. Trauma Team is here to provide you with 24/7 care. Our services are comprised of 2 main components. On the ground services, we offer 24/7 emergency AV dispatch. This is probably what happens when V gets knocked out, which includes a reflex booster, ready pilot, armed safety experts, and military-trained paramedics. If a client is in danger, an AV squad receives their GPS signal, allowing them to arrive on the scene within minutes to provide protection and treatment. Reaction time and additional perks are dependent on your insurance package. Inpatient care. Every trauma team branch possesses a clinic with surgical nanities, specialized antibodies, and cryogenic chambers. We also offer our own pharmaceutical and reanimators, as well as surplus implants from our suppliers. Premium package. Live longer. Choose the premium package. We strongly encourage you to purchase a package that will guarantee 100% safety both day and night. This offer includes emergency patient transport, surgery and nanosurgery, post-trauma rehabilitation, plastic surgery on demand, free checkup with your Ripper doc, prescription discount up to 90%. Note, premium packages are divided into 3 grades: silver, gold, and platinum. The services above are only covered by platinum. It figures. Small print. Contact. Questions? Get in touch. We're here to help. Trauma Team in Night City. Trauma Team Building, NC Ring Road North. TT info, ncity, traumateam.org. Aid vote? Who will get help? Who will be left behind? Only you can decide. Choose from one of this month's top 3 candidates. 1. Refugees from flooded Netherlands and Belgium? Yes, 23%. No, 77%. 2. Alaskan government towards purchasing a frost corn license? Yes, 11%. No, 89%. Farmers in the Amazon plains towards increased defense against nomads. Yes, 72%, no, 28%. It's up to you to decide who deserves humanitarian aid from our donors. Could your vote guarantee a better life for dozens of impoverished people? Vote now. Comment from LOL69. JSML, Alaska's government needs money. Maybe they should get off their arses and work. If they're hungry, there's plenty of grass and dirt around. If they're misspelled. Comment from Nusa FRVRO11. Refugees my butt. All they want's another handout. If those clog-wearing, hoity-toity Dutch engineers are as good as they say they are, why don't they just build a city on water? I'll wait. Comment from Jenny Patriot. JFC, can someone please do something with these nomads? I don't give an F if our great-grandpa lived in a tree in an effing jungle. We're living in the neo-postmodern FFS. Nobody cares about replanting some gank forest. From Gonk Forest? What's next? Going back to live in caves? Comment from Rococo. Jesus, where's your humanity at, people? Good thing none of you all are refugees, because you'd all be effed. Ain't that the truth? Crystal Palace. The Crystal Palace. Feel alive in the dead space. This looks cool and promising. 10 casinos, 5 pools, a cutting-edge brain dance studio, the best restaurants in the Milky Way. Sign me up for the restaurants. Want to know what paradise tastes like? Don't wait. Fly into orbit today. Ziggy Q, Crystal Palace Ambassador. We proudly inform you that one of the most famous stars from the big screen has become an official partner of our orbital station. Coming soon to Night After Night with Ziggy Q, a series of interviews with our residents. Lizzie Wizzy at the Crystal Palace? Cosmic Tour Concerts, May 3rd, May 3rd, 2078, May 4, 2078, May 5th, 2078. Don't wait, buy your ticket today. Come work at the Crystal Palace. Looking for work at the Crystal Palace? All you have to do is drop by our offices and fill out a form. I'm wondering if we can actually, become employees for these places with all these, want ads. We are currently seeking 15, 20, and 25-year contracts. Please note that flight costs and rent in the workers' hotel will be salary deducted. Extradition? No thank you. Problems back on Earth? Forget about them in orbit. Crystal Palace promises to never sign an extradition agreement with any nation or corporation. Crystal Palace, safety. It's already 234 days since the last murder at the Crystal Palace. Oh! You'll never be more safe than in orbit. The Crystal Palace has no smog, gangs, corrupt police, acid rain, earthquakes, tornadoes, fires, or floods. So what are you waiting for? Come join us today. Well, sign me up. Delamain? Welcome to the Delamain service. Leave your problems at the door. Delamain means comfort and safety. In a city where firearms are as common as personal links, our armored limousines will guarantee your peace of mind. Not only are we the highest caliber taxi service, we're also pioneers in the field of transport innovation. Year upon year, we upgrade our vehicles with ever greater functionality to improve our trademarked Passenger Protection System, or PPS. According to recent surveys, we are the most widely chosen transport service in Night City, a fact we are grateful for. In spite of our success, we do not rest in our laurels. We are constantly working to improve our services, even though it may seem as if further improvements is impossible. Services. Our fleet of self-driving armored vehicles is available to clients anywhere, anytime. Clients using the Delamain service automatically receive basic health insurance, protection against potential attacks, riveting conversation with a good-humored AI avatar. Hopefully the AI avatar is cute. Excelsior package. For more adventurous passengers, we recommend the Excelsior package, which includes the base package plus complete health coverage, active passenger medical scan, combat mode, free corpse disposal in the event of death. How nice. Contact. In case of any questions, please send us an email. ask.info@ncpd.delmain.core. Militech. Official site. Militech. We were talking about Militech. Services. These sites are very minimal. Militech International is committed to the public good of the NUSA. Our armed forces maintain peace within our borders, train our police, and provide equipment to local law enforcement. Our duty is to preserve the liberty and freedom of all NUSA citizens. We are humbled that you have placed your safety in our hands. We respect and encourage the right to self-defense for all citizens and organizations. To ensure that, we offer a variety of private services, wholesale military equipment, Militech is a world-leading manufacturer of firearms, drones, cybernetic military-grade implants, and armored land, marine, and airborne assault vehicles. In addition, we manufacture everything from heavy-duty military equipment to the lightest firearms for personal protection. Security services and training. We are proud to have the foremost professional soldiers in our ranks. Their discipline, loyalty, and effectiveness ensure the success of any defensive operation. In contrast to ordinary mercenaries, they are principled and reliable. We also offer instructors for local military and law enforcement training. CEO. Since the very beginning, Militech has been led by strong and decisive leaders who are guided by timeless moral values. In 2023, General Donald Lundy led his soldiers to victory in the Fourth Corporate War, liberating America from an enemy Arasaka forces. After his death, the torch was passed to Rosalind Myers, a proponent of peace and distinguished politician who oversaw the NUSA's rapid economic recovery. Our current CEO is Lucas Harford, a man who has inherited the best characteristics of previous Militech CEOs, the spiritual successor to General Donald Lundy, as well as a faithful ally of the NUSA's incumbent president. Harford continues the pragmatic and level-headed policies that his predecessors were lauded for. Militech International Armaments has signed a deal to purchase 35 Manticore AVs from Silva Share Ltd. For years, farmers have been struggling with radical nomad ectoterrorists who wish to reforest the Amazon plains by destroying soy plantations. These nomad criminals are brazenly unconcerned about the agricultural food crisis this would cause for all of South America. The CEO of Militech, Lucas Harford, has footed the medical bill of Fred Holsey, a veteran of the Unification War. While on a business trip, Mr. Harford recognized Holsey's pneumonia symptoms and ordered him to be evacuated by trauma team. As Harford said, no American soldier deserves to suffer alone and die on the streets. Militech's Rapid Response Division has dealt a decisive blow to an radical extremist network planning a series of terrorist attacks on NUSA territory. It is unclear whether they are acting alone. Reports have confirmed that approximately 75% of those slain were Japanese citizens. And careers, because there's always stuff about careers. Militech is a 3-time recipient of the Best Employer in Night City Award. We offer unbeatable working conditions for everyone, whether it's in administration or in our armed forces. If you are interested in a career in Militech, join our applications network today. Currently, we are actively seeking net runners and recruits. Apply today. I'm a net runner. WNS News. Asbestos found in Militech implants? A faulty batch of Militech limbs has led to mass allergic reaction among Ario residents. All signs point to the trace amounts of asbestos mixed into the implants. Militech heads in Night City have declined to comment on the issue. Are they afraid of truth, or... Sorry, you're not subscribed to our new service. Subscribe now. Enjoy full access to our database for only $14.99 a month. I wonder what happens if you click on it. Page not found. This page cannot be displayed. For help, please contact NetWatch. Remember, never access private domains with extension .web. Surf only domains with approved URL extensions. For example, core, pub, or law. Do not upload daemons on public access computers. If you encounter a rogue AI, contact a NetWatch officer immediately and follow their instructions. That is interesting. Seems pretty regulated. Max Tax is on a roll. In just a single week, officers from the elite Max Tac unit stopped as many as 9 cyber psychosis attacks. Only 4 civilian bystanders were killed and 6 left in critical condition. 2 of the attackers were taken alive. Currently, highway extension canceled. The city council has rejected a proposal to build a new stretch of highway aiming to connect Night City to Los Angeles. The proposal was put forth by Night Corps out of concern for public safety. The relentless attacks from Nomads, a theatrical cesspool. Corporate wars is like a sewer. It's a putrid, seemingly never-ending deluge of stuff. This tone-deaf musical takes real historical events and throws them into an industrial-sized propaganda blender, not to mention the talentless performances from the main roles. Massacre in Japantown. An investigation is underway in the cause of a mysterious shootout in Japantown. According to sources, the Ncpd found bodies of Lazarus agents on the scene. I don't know what the Lazarus agents are. The lone survivor claims that the attack was a portly man with a black cyber arm. I'm pretty sure that's going to allude to somebody we'll meet in the game. Page content sponsored by SciTech. Bushfires in eastern Australia. At least 300 people have died as a result of devastating bushfires in eastern Australia. Trauma team paramedics are working overtime to save as many clients as possible. Client priority is determined by their package grade. Cave lion cloned. Ooh, this is cool. Bioengineers are celebrating the first successful cloning of a cave lion. Scientists from Yakutsk, Tokyo, and Seoul used genetic material from the remains of an ancient female lion discovered in a bog not far from the Kolyma River in northeastern Siberia. The lion cub has already reached. Londoners clash with nomads. Clashes broke out on the outskirts of Oxford between refugees fleeing flooded London and the local nomads, who accused the Londoners of occupying their campgrounds and depleting their water supply. Water wars. Riots in Seattle continue due to prolonged drought in the region, intensified partly due to President Meyer's decision to supply the city with cheap drinking water. Though not enough to satisfy all residents, thefts and murder rate has increased dramatically. Shock ski jumper disqualification. Controversy has erupted after a ski jumper athlete was disqualified in the finals of Samjinyon. Sigurd Oyen was accused of using an unapproved exoskeleton that markedly reduces weight. New rules. This reminds me about the lore in Deus Ex that I played, because it's also like semi-futuristic. Well, it is futuristic, but not so distant futuristic setting like this, with a lot of cybernetics and implants, and like they were breaching this issue as well about sports and the use of like cybernetics in sports. It was really interesting. Page content sponsored by Biotech. With entertainment, this is what I really am most interested in. Watson shocks audiences yet again. America's most notorious hit TV series can't stop leaving audience slack-jawed in front of the screen. This time, the protagonist agreed to eat 5 jars of assembly line waste from All Foods' sin meat products. Unofficial sources have informed WNS News that the star fell severely ill and was evacuated to a private. Red Menace's new beau? Could it be that the most expensive member of the hit band US Cracks has found herself a new lover? Red Menace was last spotted in the company of a Canadian esports athlete. Canadian, that figures. The singer was wearing an adorable pair of neo-kitsch pants in contrast with her usual style of 2077's must-have travel guide. Planning a city break but worried about running into nomads? Have no fear! Our guide is here to tell you which cars and weapons are best when it comes to self-defense. Also, don't forget about protective acid rain gear and sandstorms. Is there acid rain in this game? And sandstorms? I guess out in the Badlands. Albanian newest performance, but is it art? A refreshingly old-school performance piece or an utter lack of taste? The Albanian artist doused herself in CHOOH2 and set herself alight in the center of the capital, Tirana, in order to remind the world of her country's annexation by Yugoslavia. Critics are saying, Portland's newest artist or vandal? The Portland Police Bureau are conducting an investigation into the suspect behind a hollow mural projected onto the side of one of the city's mega buildings. The brilliantly executed work displays a donkey's head on President Myers. Rumor has it that those behind the hollow mural belong to a local gang of pranksters. Page, sponsored by Kirsch Opticals. And last but not least, technology. New daemon in the net. Budding netrunners beware. NetWatch has identified a new kind of daemon in cyberspace. Ordinary net users have nothing to fear, but those that venture deeper into the unknown should take extra precautions before jacking into a void. New reflex booster from Arasaka. Rumors are circulating that Arasaka is developing a new line of reflex boosters that will last twice as long as current models on the market. That's my company. Arasaka's press office has announced that the corporation is looking for willing participants in an experimental interactive brain dances, a brain dance that can be edited in real time. It sounds like science fiction, but scientists from the Autonomous University of Mexico believe it'll happen sooner than we think. So this is like virtual reality, basically. That's cool. Specialized BD technicians are already capable of altering data scrolled by wreaths. So, wreaths. Chrome Stallions from Biotech China? From Biotechnica? Fans of retro sports are in for a treat, thanks to Biotechnica's research. We were only a few years away from having real racehorses. Cyberbiologists are working on a prototype mechanical stallion that will be practically indistinguishable from its organic counterpart. Interesting. A new solution for cyber psychos. Yakang Tao's newest rifles are growing ever more popular in the streets of American cities. Characterized by their lightness, intuitiveness, and effectiveness, they're fast becoming a favorite for dealing with cyber psychos. In the NUSA alone, the personality disorder associated with cyberware has grown to epidemic proportions. Again, this is another like Deus Ex thing where certain like implants or cybernetics can cause disorders. That's kind of neat that they're also like using that. All right, we got 2 more guys. Guide to Night City. Welcome to Night City. Can a city, any city, be perfect? They say nothing is perfect, but Night City sure does come close. Really now. When Richard Knight drew his first sketches, he dreamed of creating a new society, so it actually was named after someone whose last name was Knight. His vision has survived in the majestic shapes of buildings, the complex layout of the streets, and the ever-industrious inhabitants themselves. Feast your optics on Richard Knight's urban masterpiece, standing tall after 80 years. Cool off in the shadow of corporate skyscrapers in Corpo Plaza, eat scrumptious onigiri in the neon glow of Japantown, get footloose in any of the clubs downtown. Just remember to stay in the neighborhoods under Ncpd jurisdiction. Night City wears many different masks. History. Night City was founded in May 1994. But its story starts much earlier. The day the young visionary Richard Knight founded Knight International, today as Knight Corp. When the world descended into chaos near the end of the 20th century, Richard Knight dreamed of a modern city free from oppression, poverty, and the errors of the past. A city that would be guided by the invisible hands of corporate experts. Not long after, Knight went to business with 3 huge investors, Arasaka, IBM, and Petrochem, who financed the construction of a metropolis. Night City's original name was Coronado City, taken from the bay that it was founded on. The following years witnessed global war and ecological destruction. The United States of America collapsed. Knight's vision, which had been slowly growing on elites, suddenly felt necessary. They understood that humanity needed a bastion of law and order upheld by corporations. Coronado City started to attract even more investors. Unfortunately, not everyone agreed with Knight's ideas. Shortly after, our father founder was murdered by unknown assailants, still unknown to this day. In his honor, the city council decided to change the metropolis's name. Since then, it has appeared on maps as Night City. The next decade was marked by a period of anarchy. After Knight's death, the city became a bed of lawlessness. The situation became so dire that in 2011, corporations restructured the council, allowing Night City to continue function in the form we know today. Even in gosh, man, even in the future, like, I would expect the journalists to be able to use spell check. Don't they use spell check in this? Or grammar check, I guess? Even in spit of terrorist attacks, oh man, those terrorist spits, man. The Fourth Corporate War, or the hostile ambitions of the NUSA, the city still lives and breathes, nurtured under the wings of Arasaka and other megacorporations. Must-see places. Downtown. This is the good stuff. This is like the meat and potatoes of this for our playthrough. Downtown. Embark on your Night City adventure in the district with the most exclusive hotels, gourmet restaurants, and spiciest clubs. During daytime, you can purchase a priceless souvenir in the form of an implant or a rifle, and at night you can revel in the frenzy of modern-day punk, without putting yourself in harm's way, of course. Your best bet is 6 Shots, run by a former mercenary. But if you enjoy the pleasure of the flesh, Licks comes a close second. Interesting. Corpo Plaza, the jewel of neo-postmodern, neo-militaristic architecture, which serves as a home to the largest corporations, paradoxically owes its title to the tragedy of 2023. The terrorist attack on the former Arasaka Tower damaged surrounding buildings, requiring the complete reconstruction of a large part of the plaza. The spot where the tower used to sit is now a memorial to the victims of the attack. Kabuki, a must-see for any self-respecting tourist. It's in Kabuki that you'll find the Med Center, where anyone can go and chip themselves a new limb or reflex booster. Seekers of local goods will find a motley of little stores and affordable wares, though we advise caution, especially at night. Nomads and violent gangers are often found lurking the dimly lit streets. Japantown. Lovers of the land of cherry blossoms. I feel like I'm going to be, like, Japantown might be one of my favorite places to go, because I just love Japanese culture. Will feel right at home here. Among the numerous available tourist attractions, it's worth highlighting the Shinto shrine dedicated to the kami of chrome and electricity, as well as the Cherry Blossom Market. I definitely want to go to the Cherry Blossom Market, which boasts the most delicious ramen in town. I am totally spending all my money in there. Chance takers will easily find a pachinko machines to sink hours into. Japantown reveals its finest colors after dusk. North Oak. You can catch breathtaking views in the city of the hills that surround it. North Oak is by far the most charming of the city's districts. With manicured lawns and lush greenery, it's the perfect place for a relaxed stroll, well away from the cramped and chaotic urban streetscape. Just as long as you don't trespass onto any of the properties. North Oak is largely home to the city's celebrities, politicians, and corporate elite who can afford to install the highest caliber security systems. Useful links. Night City Police Department, the Ncpd. Officers subject to the office of the mayor of Night City are duty-bound to protect night citizens and tourists throughout the city. It's important to remember that the Ncpd is unable to help individuals located in certain neighborhoods, such as the combat zone near Pacifica and outside the city limits. More information on our domain, Director, N-City, Ncpd Law. Night City Area Rapid Transit, NCART. NCART runs Night City's public transport system and offers both metro and streetcar services. 6 lines connect all the city's district from the Westbrook to Pacifica. For your safety, please note that the metro stations lie outside of Ncpd's jurisdiction and are not patrolled. Interesting. Night City Network. When using the net in Night City, remember to access only domains that are approved by NetWatch, Corp, Pub, or Law. Never access domains with the extension .web. If you encourage a rogue AI, immediately contact NetWatch. Right. Office of the Mayor of Night City. Night City's government is comprised of the Office of the Mayor in cooperation with the City Council. The Mayor is the de facto president of the city, equivalent to a head of state. His authority encompasses the Night City Police Department. Oh, wow. He encompasses the Night City Department among other official agencies. Pleasures of Night City. Night City is a paradise for those seeking limitless pleasures and entertainment. You'll find the best nightclubs, strip clubs, brain dance bars, and traditional cat houses and doll houses. Cat houses and doll houses? Is cat houses and doll houses types of strip clubs? Like one for men and one for women? I don't know. The choices can be overwhelming, which is why we've created a guide to help you navigate the near endless possibilities. More information on our domain, ncpleasures.pub. Oh my, they actually are links. Dollhouse, really? All the pleasures and delights of Night City has to offer in a single place? Now isn't that convenient? Here you'll find every pleasure and entertainment you can think of, from the 7th circle of hell to the pillow-soft meadows of heavenly bliss. Explore Night City and its carnal secrets. Dollhouses. Discover a world of hidden pleasures. Come to the clouds and let us fulfill your every desire. Get your head out of the sand. Come to clouds. We'll make all your earthly fantasies come true. Clouds, Mega Building H8, hate, we can't wait to please you. Nightlife, Riot, a club with a history and the most important stage in Night City. Its solid sound system means that even stars like Lizzie Wizzy, the Rubicones, and the Cartesian Duelists have played here. The beer is good and the bathroom floor looks like a Pollock painting under a UV light. What's not to like? I don't know if I like that. Oh gosh, really? Your friendly neighborhood gay bar. I'm totally going there. The Twister. It's got everything you need. Cheap drinks, unpretentious atmosphere, loud music, and customers who may or may not be getting quickies in the back room. I mean, I'm very curious. Whether you're just getting your feet wet, undecided, or testing the waters, Twister has got you covered. Alright, we're definitely checking that place out. One of the first places I'm going to is that. The Totent Ans Club. A club run by the Maelstrom Gang. Underground bands regularly gig here, mostly of the screaming till your throat bleeds variety. Brawls and mosh pit crushes aren't uncommon and really add to the club's atmosphere. 7th Hell. If 7th Hell makes you want to be whipped by demons, buried in stuff, or boiled in blood, you'll be sorely disappointed and probably need help. Naming aside, the club is something for every dedicated sinner, whether it's pure lust, dirty vices, or glorious punishment. Ooh, give it to me. I don't know if I'm going there, but we'll see. Empathy. The next level, if you're looking for brain dance sessions and live stripteases, the club's name is a misnomer. If you're a delicate snowflake, better head over to Lizzie's Bar. Empathy offers straight up hardcore porn, so forget about filling that gaping hole in your soul with anything other than. Alright. Brain dances. Purveyor of brain dance are like ramen shops. You don't have to look far to find them. There are too many to include, so we've curated the best selection for you right here at PNC. A special shout out to Lizzie's Bar, the club with the highest quality erotic scrolls in the city. The Virtus are polished to perfection, fresh in content, and will always have you coming back for more. Jig Jig Street. Jig Jig Street, Night City's very own red light district. Besides the delicious assortment of joy toys, you'll find an entire banquet of other erotic items, aphrodisiacs, toys, and more. Night City's #1 spot to pregame. Jig Jig always adds the kick you need to every night out. Just watch out for goons lurking around the streets. You never know what a local tiff might end up in a street brawl. Drive into the world of delight. I don't know what my password is. Okay. Interesting. So all of these were like guide to NC. These were all like those were actual useful links. This guide was financed and published by the Night City Council. Publishing cost funded by Ignite Core. So I can actually oh, there we go. The NC Police Department, official website of the Night City Police Department. Who we are. In recent years of the Ncpd, Night City Police Department, has been the subject of various rumors. Out of the concern for your trust and safety, we have decided to cut through the chaos of misinformation and dispel some of the most widely circulated claims about us. 3 questions about the Ncpd. Will Ncpd officers protect me in all areas of Night City? Sadly, no. The Ncpd can only ensure the safety of night citizens in districts such as City Center or North Oak. Areas such as Pacifica and the Combat Zone do not fall under our jurisdiction. It's also worth remembering that the Ncpd does not patrol corporate territories or any territories outside of the Night City limits. Is the Ncpd funded by corporations? No. The Ncpd receives funding directly from the Office of the Mayor and the City Council. Corporations have no influence on us. Relying on their financial resources would be akin to corruption, which is something we would obviously want to avoid. I'm wondering how much of this is actually true in practice. It sounds, legit in paper, but is it true in practice? Our officers are not as well equipped as their corporate counterparts, but they more than make up for it with their moral compass and sense of public duty. Do officers in the MACTAC unit take civilians and their lives to account? Yes, the idea that MACTAC officers aim to neutralize cyber psychos at all costs is a blatant falsehood. Their priority is to minimize damage and loss of human life. Unfortunately, accidents sometimes occur, and for that we deeply apologize. It seems like Ncpd, at face value, seems pretty legit. Announcements. Another cyber psycho neutralized. MaxTac celebrates another victory. Officers fatally shot a cyber psycho who attempted to break into a WNS studio. Police believe that Silent was a jobs applicant who had been trying to find a news network position for the past 7 years. The city's commanding officer reported that the cyber psycho killed only 5 people before they intervened. The battle against piracy rages on. The Ncpd has busted a criminal organization involving in distributing pirated brain dances. The criminals were accused of selling pirated copies for half the official price, though the members deny any wrongdoing, claiming someone had hacked their neural processors and forced them to break the law. So you can actually hack someone and brainwash them? I'm wondering how much that's true. Drunks in Arroyo apprehended. 4 Arroyo residents have been arrested after throwing rotten sin meat at a cybertech. Is sin meat like a artificial meat? I guess that might be it. If they are if there aren't very many actual animals around, it seems like sin meat is the way to go. At a Cytech delivery truck, the attackers, found to be intoxicated upon their arrest, are facing up to 5 years behind bars. Suicide rate on the decline. Well, that's good. According to the most recent statistical analysis, the suicide rate among police officers in Night City has declined by 0.5%. It's a thing. Sociologists credit the results to a new officer mental health program which uses negative, thought-suppressing brain dances. Go Ncpd. So they use brain dances for therapy. Dangerous driver arrested. Night City police have arrested a driver who opened fire on another road user. Officers restrained and arrested the shooter and subjected him to a psychological evaluation. After cyberpsychosis was ruled out, the man was Caution and given a fine of $1,000. Safe and sound. Know your safety rules thanks to Safe and Sound. Okay. Night City Rapid Transit. NCART, Night City Rapid Transit, organizes and oversees public transport in the Night City area. Our customers have a subway system at their disposal that connects the city's districts from the Westbrook all the way to the Pacifica. NCART is currently owned by Nightcore. The Night City-based corporation bailed out of the public transit system after the tragedy of 2068, when unknown attackers released poison gas in subway stations, leading to prolonged riots and leading NCART to bankruptcy. Today, NCART is constantly working to improve safety standards in its trains and stations, though it's important to remember that passengers use the metro at their own risk, because the Ncpd that's not their jurisdiction. Stations and lines, domain under construction. Please direct urgent inquiries to info@ncity.ncart.law. Tickets. E-tickets are encoded on passengers' personal co-processors. In the absence of suitable cyberware, you can upload your e-ticket to an external data medium. To use our NCART service, find the nearest data term and choose your destination. The scanner will automatically verify our pre-purchased tickets. I'm wondering if we actually do need to pay every time we use, like, the metro. Corporation Station is getting a makeover. The NCART board has decided to renovate Corporation Station. The station's overall size will be increased and a holographic ceiling will be installed. The improvements are scheduled to begin on updates to NCART domains coming soon. We regret to inform you that the stations and lines page will be temporarily unavailable due to scheduled improvements, but there's good news. Soon you'll be able to jack in and have a brain dance view of NCART condemns racist remarks. An NCART employee in the Pacifica was forced to resign after making inflammatory statements against Pacifica's Haitian community. NCART's management condemns racism in all forms and has taken steps to ensure its employees do not hold such views. NCART coming to North Oak? Do you think North Oak needs an NCART station? Make your voice heard on our online debate. According to our latest surveys, only 5% supported building a new station, with 91% against. I wonder why so many people are against adding a metro there. 10 years with Nightcore. Are you excited as we are for the upcoming 10th anniversary of NCART's merger with Nightcore? If not, then you should be. We're holding a competition to name the next 3 NCART stations that will soon be under construction. Their names should... Alright. Night City Network. Nothing there. Alright. Office of the Mayor of Night City. That's our mayor. That's our essentially the president of Night City. Official website of Night City Mayor Office. Lucius Ryan, Mayor of Night City. Lucius Ryan was born on October 12th in 2017, so he is 60 years old now in 2077, in a trauma team clinic in Night City. His father worked at Arasaka, while his mother was a Netwatch officer. His childhood was eclipsed by the Fourth Corporate War and its tragic events. His father was killed in the Arasaka headquarters bombing of 2023. Growing up in the shadow of immeasurable devastation, Ryan made a lifelong commitment to fight for peace and order. Only a few years later, cruel fate struck once again. Ryan's mother was captured by one of Bart Moss's rogue AI while on a mission in cyberspace. Cruel fate struck once again. In spite of financial hardship of providing care for his mother's body, Ryan enrolled at the Richard Knight University and graduated in cybernetic law. He embarked on a professional career for 20 years before he became a member of the Night City Council. Ryan's greatest achievement include passing resolutions on neurocognitive implants as well as defending Night City from the NUSA's siege during the Metal Wars. Thanks to his judgment and strength of character, Arasaka was able to return to Night City after more than 4 decades of absence, after which Militech forces retreated from the Coronado Bay and the metropolis retained its independence. Shortly thereafter, Lucius Ryan was elected as the mayor of Night City and holds his position until today. Cool. The mayor of Night City oversees the treasurer's office, the deputies of the mayor, and directs the heads of the city's departments, including Night City, the police department. Night City's system of government is based on the authority of the mayor in cooperation with the Night City Council. So there is one mayor, and then there's also a Night City Council. I'm wondering how they work together. whose members are elected along neo-democratic lines by the 10 largest corporations headquartered in Night City. The mayor of Night City is the city's highest governing representative. He or she has the power to appoint department heads and commissioners, as well as remove public officials from office. Part of the mayor's proposals are subject to approval from the Night City Council. With every new mayor comes an office with new faces. Freedom from homelessness. Major Ryan has declared a war on homelessness. As long as I'm here, there will be zero tolerance for the spoiling of Night City's natural beauty. These bottom feeders eat from unmarked cans, increasing the risk of diseases. I will not allow our children to enter harm's way just because. Mayor speaks with Militech CEO. Mayor Lucius Ryan had a holocall conversation with Lucas Harford. We were just talking about Harford, discussing such topics as the mounting aggression from Nomads, Night City's crime rate, and arming civilians. Militech CEO is assured the mayor that maintaining order is Netwatch veteran fundraiser. The Night City Council has voted in favor of establishing a foundation to assist Netwatch officers born in Night City who have lost their ability to serve. That's good. Lucius Ryan, the foundation's architect, made no effort to disguise his sympathy for the office of the mayor of Night City accepts visitors by appointment. Please send a request to office help at mayor pub. That pub, due to the influx of letters, emails sent to the mayor will be subject to pre-selection. Okay. And I think that's all of the useful links. One more. Stop Myers. Dear Mrs. President, we know that you're considering running in the new United States of America's next presidential elections. Out of concern for the future of this nation, we appeal to your reason to stay clear of the race. We're well aware that your decision will largely benefit Militech, with which you have deep and long-standing ties. We're here to tell you that America, and particularly Night City, does not stand to benefit from your election. We do not want a leader who will lead this country into open armed conflict. You would answer that war is not your intention, and yet you regularly refuse to sign a peace treaty with Arasaka and firmly insist on a return to the old USA, blatantly disregarding the independence and sovereignty of the free states. We hope that you make the right decision. Signatures collected. Signed the petition? I mean, I'm gonna stay out of this for now. I'm gonna stay out of that for now. I'm wondering if something actually happens if I sign the petition. But yeah, that's a lot of reading, guys. Sorry about that. But like I said, I try to take my time when I need to learn the lore. It's important to me to try to get myself immersed in this and learn the lore, and this is probably the easiest way to do it. So